The mercury's rising, and it's not just a fleeting summer phenomenon anymore. It's becoming a defining feature of our climate reality. And no, I'm not talking about a thermometer in a doctor's office. I'm talking about the kind of heat that makes stepping outside feel like walking into a furnace. This is extreme heat, the kind that transforms bustling cities into sweltering ovens, where the air shimmers and the concrete feels like a stovetop. These heat waves are no joke. They're not just uncomfortable, they're dangerous. They push our bodies, our infrastructure, and our ecosystems to their limits. And here's the alarming part. They're not just happening more often, they're also getting hotter and lasting longer. This isn't just a seasonal inconvenience, it's a growing crisis. Why is this happening? Well, the answer lies in the bigger picture. Our planet is heating up, and it's not by accident. Human activities are driving this change. It's as if someone cranked up the thermostat on Mother Nature, and now we're all feeling the burn. The culprit? Climate change, fueled by greenhouse gas emissions and deforestation. Climate change is real, and it's not just a distant threat. It's here, it's now, and it's turning up the heat in ways we can't ignore. The stakes are high. Heat waves can be deadly, especially for the most vulnerable among us, the young, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions. But there's hope. With the right knowledge and preparation, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones. Simple actions like staying hydrated, seeking shade, and avoiding outdoor activities during peak heat can make a big difference. Think of it like preparing for a storm. You wouldn't face a hurricane without a plan, and the same goes for a heat wave. Stock up on essentials, create a cool space in your home, and check on your neighbors. This is a fight against the heat, and it's one we can tackle together. With resilience, awareness, and action, we can adapt to this new reality and protect our communities from the rising temperatures. First things first, we need to fortify our base camp. When the heat is relentless, your home becomes your fortress. It's where you can escape the blazing sun and find some relief, but to make it truly effective, you need to take a few simple steps to keep it cool and comfortable in a heat wave. Your home is your sanctuary, your refuge from the scorching sun. Think of it as your personal oasis, a place where you can recharge and stay safe from the heat. But to make it work, you need to be proactive. You want to keep it as cool as a mountain stream. Imagine the refreshing chill of a shaded forest or the crisp air by a flowing river. That's the kind of atmosphere you want to recreate indoors. Close your blinds or curtains during the day. This simple action can make a world of difference. By blocking out the sun's rays, you prevent your home from turning into a greenhouse. This will help block out the sun's rays and keep your home cooler. Light-colored or reflective curtains work best as they bounce the heat back outside. If you have south-facing windows, it's even more important. These windows get the most direct sunlight during the day, so covering them effectively can significantly reduce the heat inside. Think of it like building a shelter in the wilderness. You want to create shade and keep the heat out. The more you can block the sun, the cooler your home will stay. Open your windows at night and create a cross breeze. When the sun sets and the air cools, it's the perfect time to let the fresh air in. Position fans strategically to help draw the cooler air through your home. Let the cooler night air in and push the hot air out. This natural ventilation can make a noticeable difference in your indoor temperature by morning. It's a simple trick, but it can make a big difference. Fans are your friends. They don't just move air around, they create a cooling effect that can make the heat more bearable. Use them to circulate the air and create a cooling breeze. Place them near windows or doorways to maximize airflow and keep the air moving. Even a small fan can make a big difference in how comfortable you feel. Combine it with other cooling strategies, and you'll have a home that feels like a refreshing retreat, even in the hottest weather. In the wilderness, we know that water is essential for survival. The same goes for heat waves. Dehydration is a real threat when temperatures soar, so we need to stay hydrated like our lives depend on it. Carry a reusable water bottle with you at all times and sip on it throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. By then you're already starting to dehydrate. Avoid sugary drinks and alcohol. They might seem refreshing, but they'll actually dehydrate you faster. Stick to water, it's the best way to beat the heat. Remember, staying hydrated is like keeping your body's engine running smoothly. Don't let it overheat. When the heat is on, you need to dress for the occasion. Think light, loose-fitting clothing in light colors. Dark colors absorb more heat, while light colors reflect it. It's basic science, but it can make a big difference in how comfortable you feel. A wide-brimmed hat is your best friend in a heat wave. It'll protect your head and face from the sun's rays and keep you cool. Sunglasses aren't just for looking cool, they protect your eyes from the sun's harmful UV rays. And don't forget the sunscreen. Apply it liberally and often, especially if you're spending time outdoors. Section 5. Food for the heat. Fueling up right. When the sun is blazing and the temperatures are soaring, what you eat can make a huge difference in how you feel. Choosing the right foods can help you stay cool, hydrated, and energized throughout the day. You know, when it's hot outside. The last thing you want is a heavy, greasy meal. These meals can leave you feeling sluggish and uncomfortable, especially in the heat. They can weigh you down and make it harder for your body to cope with the rising temperatures. Instead, think light and refreshing. Fruits and vegetables, they're not just delicious, they're also packed with essential vitamins and minerals. Plus, they're easy to digest, making them perfect for those hot summer days. Oh, they're definitely your friends. Think of them as nature's way of helping you beat the heat. From juicy watermelon to crisp cucumbers, these foods are like little bursts of hydration and energy. They're packed with water and nutrients that will help you stay hydrated and energized. And let's not forget, staying hydrated is key to feeling your best when the weather is scorching. Salads, smoothies, and cold soups are all fantastic options. They're not only cooling, but also incredibly versatile. You can mix and match ingredients to create something that's both nutritious and satisfying. Oh, and let's not forget about popsicles. These frozen treats are a fun and tasty way to cool down. You can even make your own at home with fresh fruit and yogurt for a healthier twist. They're such a delicious and hydrating treat, aren't they? Perfect for a quick pick-me-up when the heat feels overwhelming. Now here's a tip. Try to avoid large, protein-rich meals. While proteins are essential for your body, consuming them in large quantities during hot weather can actually make you feel more tired. They actually take more energy to digest, which can, well, make you feel even hotter. Your body works harder to break them down, and that extra effort can leave you feeling drained. Save those hearty meals for cooler days, all right? Instead, focus on lighter, water-rich foods that will keep you feeling refreshed and ready to take on the summer heat. Remember, what you eat matters, especially when the temperatures rise. Section 6, danger signs recognizing heat stress. Heat exhaustion is no walk in the park. It's a serious condition that can quickly escalate into heat stroke, which honestly can be life-threatening. We need to know the signs and symptoms so we can take action before it's too late. Feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or nauseous. That's your body telling you something's wrong. Other signs of heat exhaustion include headache, muscle cramps, and excessive sweating. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's crucial to cool down immediately. Find a shady spot, drink plenty of water, and rest. Section 7. Community watch, lending a helping hand. In a survival situation, we're stronger together, and honestly, the same goes for heat waves. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly and those who live alone. They may be more vulnerable to the heat and, well, might need some assistance. Offer to help with errands or simply check in on them regularly. Sometimes just a friendly face and a helping hand can make all the difference. Remember, we're all in this together. By looking out for each other, we can all weather the heat wave safely. Section 8. Trapped in the heat outdoor survival tips. Sometimes we just can't avoid being caught outdoors in the heat. If you have to be outside during a heat wave, take precautions. Plan your activities for the cooler parts of the day, like early morning or late evening. Avoid strenuous activity during the hottest hours. Remember, the sun is strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Wear a hat and sunglasses, apply sunscreen, and drink plenty of water. If you start to feel overheated, find shade immediately and rest. Drink water slowly and steadily to rehydrate. Section 9. Be prepared, planning for the future. Just like in the wild, preparation is key to surviving a heat wave. Know the signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Have a plan in place for staying cool, hydrated, and informed. Stock up on essential supplies like water, sunscreen, and light clothing. Make sure your first aid kit is well stocked. Remember, a little preparation goes a long way. By being prepared, we can all beat the heat and stay safe.